Well, congratulations on the imminent release of Century, Age of Ashes.
Thank you.
What can people expect to hear from your music as they're flying around on those fantastic looking dragons?
Oh man, so what can they expect from the music? So the sort of Century world that Playwing has crafted is very sort of reminiscent, I think, a little bit of Game of Thrones, a little bit of that kind of style, that medieval vibes. But it's a fantasy, setting. So when it comes to the music, I think it was good for me because, the world doesn't exist in the real world. So I got to sort of, fuse a couple of different styles that I felt would work nicely together to sort of portray this world. So you got everything in there from kind of like, the foundation of it is your normal sort of symphony orchestra. And then you've got like these, what I like to call sort of flavors, to kind of spice it up a bit and give it its own identity. So you got some like Nordic vibes in there. There's Taggle harper in there, which is like a 3-stringed or 4-string bowed lyre. It's kind of really dissonant and scratchy. Got Celtic vibes in there. You've got a full male choir, which has come to be one of the main characteristics. I didn't intend for it to be that way, but as I learned more about the game and I wrote more music for the game, it kind of like, I just loved how like menacing and impactful these it's all low voiced male singers. So they're kind of chanting and stuff. And I like to think of, sort of grew attached to this concept of perhaps these male singers are like the sort of fallen dragon riders from past games and stuff like that. So yeah, there's all sorts in there, all sorts.
What about themes for you putting in there?
Themes. So I mean,
you have one main one, don't you?
I do, yeah, I do. I wrote the main theme first.
How does that go? Come on.
You're not gonna make me.
Yeah,
it goes da 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 da. Yes. I should have referenced that. I don't. It's not pitch perfect, but I don't have perfect pitch. But yeah, I mean that is the kind of, I don't know, sonic identity, main motif, whatever you want to call it, of Century. And I wrote, outside of the main theme, I wrote more tracks for the game, for the different game modes. And though it's not at the forefront, you will hear that same motif hinted at throughout the rest of the themes as well. So it's sort of like tie them together. They're all part of the same, experience, same story, as it were. So yeah, the main theme was kind of set the scene for the rest of them.
Have you taken it and developed or little hints of it throughout, I suppose?
Yeah, definitely. Like, so basically what I'll do, because, you settle on the main theme and you kind of settle on your palette for the rest of the soundtrack, providing the developer likes it. And moving past that, I would write a piece of music, within the same characteristics as the main theme. And then I would be like, oh, is there a way I can squeeze that motif in somewhere? Like whether it's in double time, whether it's only the first 2 notes, just so that people recognize sort of, this kind of sounds like it, but it's not it. I definitely, it's kind of like, I don't know, like a little Easter egg in each track. I'll try and sneak it in somewhere.
Nice. I like that.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, fingers crossed. That's coming out, where are we?
December 2nd.
Which is only next week, because we're filming this on Friday.
So I can't believe it.
Amazing.
I actually can't believe it. It's,
well
it's just been like, it's the ideal project for me, because like I am I am somebody that would play this, you know, regardless of whether I was writing the music or not. I love these kinds of games. So to have written music on it, played it myself with other people, and to be part of such a awesome team, now it's finally around the corner. You know, I can't wait to see what everybody thinks and where it goes. You know, because it's going to be free to play as well. So I think it will be interesting to see just how many people download it and those initial figures and all that kind of stuff. As with any release of any game, you're interested to see how it's received. So, yeah.
And the beauty is you've also been able to test it, playing it whilst you've written some music for it, isn't it? You sort of,
yeah.
I know you've said, I've just been playing it and it works so well. Or,
yeah.
I need to tweak this because it didn't quite. So.
Yeah. I mean, like I've said to you before. I mean, I flew around the map on my own, like, because there was nobody playing it. You know, when I was testing, it's a game that's hugely about playing against other people, and so I would just fly around the map on one of these really cool dragons, and that was satisfying enough for me. Let alone when you chuck 6 other people on the other team against you, and your team of 6, and it's just. You realize like the different, I guess, different types of rewarding nature of the game. You know, just flying is awesome, but then, taking down one of the other team is hugely satisfying. The carnage of everything going on, and you have to think about that I'm constantly considering that when I'm writing the music as well. And if I've written anything, then I have to go and think, okay, let's think about this in the context of, or even listen to it in the context of fighting against other people. I'm like, actually, sure. I should probably turn that up or turn that down or take that bit out. So yeah, it's cool.
Brilliant. Love it. Well, look forward to that coming out next week.
Yeah, me too.